One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Kentucky's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man, it's Gantt. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Running back searching for a hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a spot in the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Wildcats have moved it inside the 20. To the ground with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Kentucky. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Houston's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. it'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Gives it to the back on the draw. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And now on second down for this offense. Trying to impose their will with the run. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes a grab deep. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another first down. Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Trying play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's complete on the right side. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Simmons. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. He's got him this time. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Quick strike complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On the ground, it's Kearse. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on second down. Looking to fire. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Cougars will have it first and 10. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 3 on first down. It's second and 7. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make you count.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. 3rd down, find your best matchup, because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
We'll send the tight end in motion. They want to throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I guess no run plays involved here. Like 1st and goal, sack. 2nd and goal, sack. This offense, they're going the wrong direction. They got to find some way to get the football out of their quarterback's hands. Throw it to a playmaker. Throw it to the big tight end. Find something besides continuing to go backwards.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over, because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Give to the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Working the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quarterback adapted. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets rid of it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The play action fake. The throw. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The RPO fires complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Punts it out of the air. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. There he goes. And he'll be brought down. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. football with the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Houston offense comes onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking for room. It's Kearse. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on a whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Reads it, fires complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Delay of game. Offense.
A delay of game penalty, just a mistake that you can't have. this point of the game and this part of the field. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They try to pop a run on the draw.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run. They're getting stops these last two snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The short hands, it's Gant. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The give to the tailback. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Unloads it downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
So now it's second and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Gant. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Kentucky has time on its side, and they'll take every second of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today, and it's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. Handoff to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this. I wouldn't get used to seeing it, but for this team right here, they got to love the way that they played defense. They made the plays required to win. That's a happy group all around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.